first of all, I'm feeding 3 people, and as you can see, this is way more than 3 people need for a stew. And this here, which is asparagus, which I was supposed to make earlier in the week, and then our meal plan changed. I need to deal with this too, because if I can't cook it today, I'm going to lose it, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm doing is I'm cleaning and cutting all this stuff, more than what I need for the stew. And then I pulled out, like I said, stuff from the fridge that should get eaten up, but probably won't be. And since I'm doing all this work anyway, I'm going to do way more than I need. And I'm going to take what I need for the recipe aside, and everything that remains, and this separately, because I want to do something separately with this. This I will end up steaming, actually. So we'll steam that. And this here we're going to throw in this little pie dish with some olive oil and roast it in the oven until everything is nice and soft. Then we're going to put it in freezer bags and put it in the freezer. So the next time I feel like making a soup and I'm not feeling so good or whatever, all I have to do is pull that out, throw it in a pot with the frozen carcass from the last time I made roast, and I've got an easy soup and I don't have to do any work. So let's get started. So there's the asparagus all cooked up. All I did was fry it in olive oil. No spices, no garlic, no nothing. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to put all this in a Ziploc bag. And the next time I'm not in the mood to cook, what I'll do is I'll throw this in a pot with some garlic and some spices. And toss in some brown rice and broth and simmer it down. And it'll be a fancy, fancy asparagus rice with no effort at all. Put some ground beef in a pan with some salt, pepper. I used Montreal steak spice, garlic powder, and Italian spice, but you could use whatever you like in this dish, I guess, whatever your favorite. Add a bunch of water, and make sure you're generous with these spices, okay? And you may actually have to go in and add some more. And as the water starts to heat up your meat, it'll start to break apart. Obviously I can't do this with my left hand, so, but just break it apart as much as you can. Add some fried onions and garlic. I like to fry it in advance because I hate the taste of raw garlic in any kind of stew. So fry them till they're golden before you add them in here, okay? Mix well. And let this simmer until the meat is fully. You can add whatever vegetables you like and you have lying around. I'm using some carrots, celery, a lot of frozen peas because I really want this to have a pea thing happening. I'm also putting in some turnip because Shawna tells me that this gives it a really, really, really nice flavor. And some potato just to help this go a little bit longer. So as you can see, I've got it all here in a nice big pot, and you put enough water to cover. I think that's going to need actually a little bit more water, and you're going to bring that to a boil, turn it down, and let it simmer for about an hour and a half, I would think. I'll keep an eye on it and tell you. I think we should add a bay leaf. Let's do that. According to Shawna, this is the secret ingredient, and you can't do without this. Without this, it's just not the same. So put a good splash in there. Take some cornstarch and mix it in water. This is about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours later actually. I let this simmer right down. Now you're going to give that a stir. See how nice and thick it got? I've already taken the bay leaf out. Make sure you do that. Now this cornstarch is going to thicken. You can serve this over rice, egg noodles. I'm going to be serving it with paratha.
Right. That's a little easier, right?
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
What do you think, Dad?
Oh, it was delicious. Absolutely delicious. The flavor is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
It is pure flavor.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
Wow, is it ever good?
Oh, Shawna will love that.
Spicy, but not too much, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good, good.
Is Shawna's recipe?
Yep.
done your own spin on it or whatever?
My spices. I did my own spices, but the rest is Shawna.
Wow.
Thank you.
If I'm blowing on it to eat it,
Like,
you know
wow.
it's got to be good.